This is the experienced optimist. And I often hear a lot of guys talk about how they cannot live without women. They gotta have women in their lives. They need a woman to go to the mall with, or they need a woman to go to the movies with. And we all know that there's a lot of guys out there that are essentially addicted to female attention and the female validation. And I remember when I was younger, and I spoke about this in a older video where I went down to Brazil, and I think it was on my second trip, and I met this guy, and this guy had like six girlfriends. They were all fine, fine as hell, Brazilian girls, feminine, the whole nine. And then I think when I went back on my third trip, I asked about all the girlfriends that he had. And he said, "Man, I don't even deal with those girls anymore." I asked him, I was like, "Man, how come? I mean, they were all fine and this, that." He was like, "Man, if I need anything, I just go get a pro, and I call it a day." And it got me thinking. When I back then when I was younger, I was like, "Yeah, I don't know if I can cut women out completely and this and that." And I got to thinking about it and thinking about the guys that I met while I was traveling, and thinking about the guys I just met in general who were free, who just did whatever they wanted to do. And now that I'm older, and I like to think I'm more wise. I understand why they. It's not like they hate women, but I can understand like why they live a life where they're just not always around women all the time. And for me, it came down to like three things that the reason why I don't have this need anymore to go out and just be around women all the time. And the first thing is that I noticed that no matter how nice the woman is or how cool the woman is, and I think I probably mentioned this before as well, is that a woman she'll always lie. Like she talks in a lot of half truths. So let's say like um a girl will say like, "Oh yeah, I need to go to the gym." And the whole time that she's thinking about it, she really doesn't want to go to the gym. She really just wants to go to Target and buy some blankets or something. Even though we talk about keeping on a budget, she'll still go and do it. And so she'll go and she'll buy the blankets. She'll come home, and then you ask her like, "I thought you said you were going to the gym." She's like, "Yeah, I did go to the gym, but the gym was closed, and there was a Target across the street. So I went and I bought some blankets." And the thing is, a lot of times these lies are very innocuous. But over time, like when you're hanging out with the women or whatnot, it just gets old, man. And then as you get older, you really just don't want to deal with that nonsense anymore. You don't want to deal with these half truths and these lies when you can just exclude these women out of your life, and then you have no problem going through life dealing with rational, honest people. So that leads to number two. Number two, I noticed that no matter how nice the girl is, no matter how cool she is, she'll always shit test you to figure out how big of a man you are, um, how much crap that you'll take from her. And as you get older, man, you just don't want to deal with that stuff anymore, man. Like when you get up, you want to go golfing, right? When you get up, you want to go fishing. You have your day already planned out. So you don't have time to deal with a woman who's going to shit test you, and then she's going to cop an attitude for the rest of the day. She may make your life a living hell for the rest of the week. You don't have time for that stuff anymore. When you get older, you have your life. You have the week planned out. Monday fishing, two golfing, three Wednesday jujitsu, uh, Thursday MMA. So you have your life planned out, and you don't really need the shit test and the constant harassment that you get from dealing with women. And number three is the most important thing when you're dealing with women. No matter how nice the girl is, the girl or the woman will always have these unresolved issues, these mental issues, these issues dealing with her parents or family or friends. And what will happen is when you try to address these issues so they don't become a problem with your relationship, you'll find that when you're discussing stuff with her, she'll always like change the subject when it gets too emotional, it's too hard for her to deal with. She'll change the subject and she'll she'll cut and run and she won't address the situation. And then some people will say, oh man, just leave her alone, give her time to process. But what I've realized is that women don't like to address issues. Not only do they not like to address issues, they like the drama that those issues create. So what will happen is you're trying to talk to her, you're trying to fix the problem. And as time goes by, because she cut and run and she didn't deal with the issue just becomes worse and worse and worse until it comes back into the relationship. This issue causes more drama in the relationship and it screws up the relationship you have with this woman. And then when that happens, when that it ultimately blows up the relationship because she didn't want to deal with it, she will always blame you. You'll always be the lightning rod for her problems. And as you get older, man, you just don't want to deal with that anymore. You don't want to deal with these women who don't want to fix her problems, actually enjoy the drama, and then will blame those things on you. So those are the three things that, as you get older, you just don't want to deal with, and that's why dudes was when they say, "Man, how can you not? How can you swear off women? How can you not want to deal with women?" It's not necessarily that you don't want to deal with women; it's that you just don't want to put up with all the nonsense that comes with dealing with women. You don't want to put up with the lies and the manipulation. You don't want to put up with the shit test. Well, this is for me, and you don't want to deal with people who don't want to fix their problems. So I just want to make this quick video. This would just to give you an idea of some of the reasons why I don't really like to deal with women like that in this day and age. But yeah, if you like this video, like, subscribe, support other MGTOW channels, and I'll talk to you later.